I'm Corbett Wall with DV Auction, here with your feeder flash for Friday, July the 28th. Things have turned off cooler and wetter, thank God. All through the central parts of the United States, we're seeing back to normal type temperatures, with a lot of them having an 8 as a front figure instead of a 1. And getting some nice rains across, pretty much top to bottom, getting some nice rains in parts of the Corn Belt, getting some all through the plains here in the Texas Panhandle, Amarillo area, getting a nice rain here in some spots, and expecting more of it the next several days, which is just going to make everybody feel better and almost makes us think we're about to get over this dog day hump. This fat market's still going to be under some pressure here for the next month or so, but the feeder market could kind of hold its own. Not those crazy prices that you're seeing up in the sand hills in Nebraska, or right behind a corn bin somewhere in Iowa or northern Missouri, but down in the southern plains in Oklahoma and Kansas and places where the commercial market is settled in here, we may be able to hold that for a while, and we're looking for a little bit of a shot in the arm when we get closer to fall as far as our market ready numbers on these fat cattle. As long as we keep marketing them aggressively, and it appears we're doing that. Our slaughter's good again this week, and just keep rolling. We'll get through this soupy pit here towards the end of the run. But look at the board live cattle futures on Thursday. October was up 20 cents, ending the day at 113.57. Kind of a normal type basis there, about $3 or so compared to what the cash market is. You look at your feeder cattle, August up $1.35 on Thursday, ending the day at 147.82, which is right in there pretty tight to what an 800-pound steer would be worth. Fat cattle trade on Wednesday, they did trade several, 45,000, but we better hope that they're not done. We need to sell about that many more. Didn't hear of a lot of trade going on Thursday, really, to speak of. Hopefully they'll come in and do a little bit more cleanup trade here on Friday, and probably at the same market. But your weighted average so far, just over 50,000 head there, is just over 117 on a live basis steer, and just under 188 on a dress basis steer. I said your slaughter's been pretty aggressive. Through Thursday, 467,000 cattle have been killed this week, up 5,000 over last week, and up 19,000 over the same week a year ago. Your actual dress steer weights for the week ending July the 15th come in on Thursday, down a pound from the previous report at 865 pounds. So that's good that we didn't keep jumping up there. Box beef cutout values have been holding kind of steady this week, and that's a good sign here that maybe we got some solid footing and staying that way on heavy offerings, which is a plus. But talk a little bit more about that northern livestock video up there in Billings, Montana, that was held this week, 3-day deal. They sold 94,000 head, so sure nothing to sneeze at. Good size deal. Just not a market price, but just something interesting to talk about. They had some cattle on there, the Galt cattle, at 600 head of steers and heifers selling at the same price, mind you. Base weight of 425 pounds for October delivery at White Sulphur Springs, Montana. Now these cattle are purebred Angus cows and purebred Wagyu bulls. So just an F1 cross out of them. They are all natural and no hormones or anything. They are sourced and aged. They did have to doctor a few with scours, which that's good animal husbandry. When they get sick, you kind of need to doctor them. But the ones that they did have to doctor, they notched their ears so they can tell those, so you could actually sell the rest of those organic if you wanted to. But to weigh 425 pounds October delivery, they bring 297.50. They stopped one lick short because $3 a pound would have been ridiculous. But look at some other markets. This here on late in the week on Thursday, your real-time index late on Thursday was at 148.15, down 97 cents from Wednesday's close. So your overall base market, what your market is has been dipping pretty good this week, but still holding fairly strong. Who'd have thought cattle would be selling this well, you know, several months ago, still here late in the summer. At Salina, Kansas and Pratt, Kansas both had good sales on Thursday. Market News didn't have anything out late Thursday. I guess they're holding that information for random and wait till your coffee's drank in the next here on Friday morning. But you can watch that information come together on Beef Market Central. Salina had 4,100 head. You look at the Beef Market Central automated market report come out of Farmers and Ranchers Livestock there. It showed that your feeder weights are about $2 to $5 lower. Look at some weighted averages. 637 had a 7 weights, average 150, 122. 964 had a 8 weights, average 145, 43. Over 1,225 had a 9 weight steers, average 143.07. Now turn your attention to Pratt, Kansas. There had a good sale there, about 3,000 head. The trend there appeared on your automated market report on Beef Market Central that your feeder steers kind of steady to $2 lower, and feeder heifers on lighter tests $4 to as much as $8 lower. But some weighted averages on steers: 307 head of 7 weight steers bring 150.82. 585 head of 8 weight steers average 148.66. and 843 head of 9 weight steers average 142.05. Individual quote out of an eastern market there, Bluegrass Stockyards in Stanford, Kentucky, had 116 head of steers, weighed 745, and 1 slug bring 157 1/4. That's your feeder flash for Friday.